Okay, today I'm going to make a couple of propagation stations. This little piece, these are the mold, they stand up when they're done. There's a little piece in here that I have to use to block the, so I'll be able to get the test tube in. I don't think they're called test tubes, but they're what some of us knew formerly as test tubes. And I think I'm going to do add a few flowers to one of them, and the other one I'll probably just make opaque. So I've got my resin mixed up, a lot of silver glitter added. No surprise there. But I'll go ahead and do the one that's closest to me with the flowers. I have no idea how much resin this takes. So I've got like 500 milliliters here. Add a little bit. Let it go around. Let it move on its own, hopefully. Maybe not. And there it goes. These have been packaged up for probably 2 years. So I think that's why the sides are pulling in. I might actually stop right there. Give it some time to move. All right, I need to wipe this up. So I used about 150 milliliters so far. I'm going to get my tweezers here and open the flower. Forgot to open the flowers. So these are the ones I'm choosing from. I'll probably just use the pink, maybe the yellow or white. Well, I guess they're white. All right. Oops. Something fell out. So I do need to make sure that I get, oh, there's plastic on top. Sure. One of these days I'll be able to think clearly. And they're stuck to the top plastic. Okay. So I think maybe I'll do this yellow one first. I need to make sure it goes up to the top though. So I'll get that squished in there and then I'll move it around. Yes, I'm trying not to get bubbles in it, but yeah, it's a little difficult sometimes. Okay, I'll put this over there. It's not fitting well, but maybe it'll be a little. Okay, actually, so I'll get down here a little bit. I'll add a white flower. I can pick it up. Over there. And a little pink one in this corner down here. If I can get a little pink one. All right. A very little pink one. Oops. Okay, these pushed down. Now, of course, they're floating to the top. All of them. Well, except the leaf. The one that's just a leaf. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add some more. I'm actually going to pour this into a little cup because this one is it's bulky and get better coverage. Oops. Or I can knock it over. Go ahead and start pouring this in very gently. I probably should have put sprayed some alcohol. I'll do that now. And you know, the flowers are starting to move. I've got to figure out the cure for that. I had completely forgotten that when I did the tray attempt that the flowers moved as soon as the resin went in. Oh, two of them. Only the two flowers. The heavier ones with stems are not as bad. I really wish I had something where I could push out the sides of this, and it's just because of the bag the molds were in. When a couple of years ago I decided to do this and try to profit from it, I went a little overboard buying molds. I went way overboard buying molds. So that's why I keep finding ones that I haven't used before. And also, I know better now. So if I ever start something else, I will go very slow. I probably should just started off with bowls, stuck with bowls, and only done bowls. Okay, I have a flower that's coming up. I may have to come poke this a bit again in a bit. So it looks like that took right around 250. Not quite 250. So I'm going to actually I'll spray this again. And while I finish, I'm going to go ahead and divide up this. Since I'm going to do one opaque in a few different colors, I'm going to divide it up into little 100 milliliter cups. So what colors do I want? obviously I didn't think this through beforehand. So do I do opaque or do I do clear but colored? Poke these down. Maybe we just have to deal with that being the way it is. Okay, do I want to use mica to make it opaque? Or do I want to use, what's it? Or do I just want to use like alcohol ink so there's still, it's multicolored but kind of transparent. Let's look at the alcohol inks. I went from never using alcohol inks to now just suddenly loving them. Okay, do I do 3 that are similar in color? Yeah, maybe. I'm probably going to do some resin crease stuff tonight, so I may make a holder for all my inks and colorants. What do I have here? Turquoise. If I do turquoise, cerulean, and sapphire blue. Or maybe cerulean, azure blue, and sapphire blue. Although, no, those aren't, I don't know. Which ones do I have out? I have cerulean, turquoise, and aquamarine. Let's see, okay. That was a cerulean I just dropped. I apparently spilled them on the floor this morning. I just found another domino I need to clean up. Okay, here's the sapphire blue and the azure blue. Do I want to do green? Do I want to do, let's see, if I do sapphire and azure, those are very similar in color. Maybe do the cerulean, because that's a pretty good green. Okay, azure, cerulean, sapphire blue. Okay. I'll shake these up. Forgot. Found a domino on the floor while I was down there. Oh, this one hasn't been opened yet. Wow. Get a little, put a little hood on it. Or has this been opened? Oh, that's the other color I got on my hand. Oh my gosh, that goes everywhere. Okay, so okay, now here's the sapphire. Okay, I'm going to stir these. Oops, I don't want to clean up that domino, put it back in this hole. Okay, so we'll see how these look once I get them mixed. Make sure I get them fully mixed here. Go down at the look at the bottom of the cup here. It looks like it's all mixed in. I didn't see any clear spots. Okay, this is a cerulean. Might need to add more glitter. I don't remember which one's which one's sapphire and which one's cerulean. Or which one's sapphire and which one is azure. I'm thinking that this one is sapphire because it's dark, just because it's so dark. Actually, I should have probably put a drop of glue in that to keep it from going all wonky. And speaking of glue, here's my glue. I'm going to add one little drop to each color, so I can so it'll thicken up a little bit. Now, of course, I'm just wiping that on the edge, so. I'll have to get it and mix it in. I gotta get off the edge. That probably wasn't my best work. Theoretically, this should thicken up just a tad, but we'll see. I don't even know where to put the. All right, let me do an actual drop from the. Come on. There. Oops. Okay, so I did get that all over on the too high up on the stick. Oh, there it is. ahead and doesn't really look like it's thickening up at all. I am going to put my flowers away here. This is going to be fun with gloves on. I can feel it. Sorry, I'm just being dumb. Okay, as I squish them all. Not how this is supposed to work. All right. Okay, I just made a mess out of my flowers. So I've got the two blues, the almost blue, or the bluish green, and some clear left. Okay, yeah, it's starting to thicken up a little bit, a little gummy-ish. Make sure I'm in frame here. Oh, oops, there's a flower in this one. Or flower on the bottom of that one. Put you there, deal with you later. Okay, now I need to readjust the little stopper thing. There are holes there's a hole on this piece and a hole on this piece that fits in. So now that's there, let's try this. Yeah. Stop at that point, stop right there with that. I'll do the green. Which is actually really gummy. I'll add the sapphire down here in this corner. I should have sprayed the mold. I forgot. All right, maybe I don't have as much clear, and I didn't put any glitter in it. Not glitter, but glue. I'm going to add a drop in here. Let's put the drop on make sure the glue's open. Did I get any on here? I don't know. I don't know if it's coming out. No, it's closed. That's why it's not coming out. Okay, now the colors have moved around all four corners, but this is the one with the least, so go ahead and do that. Oops. As I pour it all over the outside of the container. Okay. A little bit more of this. I'm hoping I have enough to do both of them. This resin's starting to get kind of warm now, which is good. That means it's thickening up. All right, I forgot how messy this one was. I should have put this in another envelope cup. I'll go ahead and put that there. I'm going to whip it around on top of everything else. I'll scrape that out in a minute. Okay, need a bit more of this. A little bit more sapphire. I'm going to put some of that over here. Put a little bit over here. Oh wait, is this, which one is this? This is cerulean, I think. I don't remember. So let's put some, let it flow into the other colors. We'll go ahead and do the rest of the clear. I like this cup. It's easier to hold on to without squishing, and I can get stuff out of it easier. The thing that I don't like about it is how messy it is when I pour out of it. All right. Looks kind of snot coming out here. As I almost drop the thing. Ooh, yeah. That's not gonna be pretty. I guess we just we'll scrape a little bit out here. Okay, I think the most of the sapphire. So I'll go and put a little bit over here. a little bit over here, a little bit over here. And I might have enough left to do like a small coaster or something. If I do the cerulean, or well, I'm getting them confused. Let's go a little bit into this side with the I guess I can add just a little bit more. Oops. And do I want to swirl it? Yeah, I do. I'm just going to go the one direction. Okay, there is that one. See if I can move it without spilling it. And go back over here and try to tack down the flowers. I think maybe I should have waited and done half of them and then, or done half of it and then do another, do half of it for the flowers and then do the other half. But I didn't. Let's see which mold do I want to use. I have a little block fizzle here. I guess I can fill it in as I go through. Sorry about the noise. So, okay, let me move this back. Spray these. And I need to spray this little thing out. I probably won't do the base today, but I'll go ahead and start pouring into these. Because it's a little, almost like Tetris puzzle. Almost. So I only see one of these. I'm not going to try to do not the same colors for, like, make different. I was going to try to keep the blocks the same, but there's only one of this one. So I don't think I'll be, but maybe we'll use all of this color. Okay, this cerulean's the one that's almost green. I'll get that figured out eventually. Yes, I'm afraid I'm adding bubbles. Oops. Is this? Maybe not. I don't know. I might have too much, so even too much to do all this. I'll do this. This one is the sapphire. I feel a little bit more in this one. There we go. These little holes are going to be a pain to clean out when I do the after I unmold it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spray. I didn't think I'd have enough room to do this. I probably still won't have enough to fill it up, but I'll go ahead and let's see. How much do I have? I haven't done any of this one, I don't think. When I came in here today, I was just going to tape the unmolding of my my mold attempts. And I wasn't really going to make anything with resin, but here we are. Found some more coaster molds I forgot I had. Okay, I need some more in this one. Move this over here. I'm going ahead and put the rest of this in here. I suppose if necessary, I could make up like another 100 milliliters to finish this off if necessary. Just get it all done. Come on. It's getting a little really thick. Okay. I can't tell if I've got enough for more. Oh. I'll put some in. Try to fill up this one and then put the rest in the holder in the base. I guess that's what it is. Looks like I'm already dripping some in here. She was still sitting outside the door. He stopped scratching eventually, but I was like, "Here, wait." When I go out, when I leave, go out of here, he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there resting, so he doesn't even try to get in unless I take too long. Now there's got a lot of bubbles in this one. And this little brick. I guess it's a brick. I'm gonna put the rest of this in here. Okay, I guess I'll be doing the rest of the colors and the rest of the sapphire and these two. Or I could just make some more and do a different blue. Maybe I'll do a couple clear ones. I think might have enough for another one here. I probably didn't need the glue in this. I probably should have just waited. Okay. I'm gonna have way too many that are way more than. See, I've got, okay, so I guess I can do 3 of this color. Because I did 3 of the others, I think. So I've done something that I haven't done in a very, very long time. the new Motionless in White album came out, what, two Fridays ago. I think I've listened to the entire thing like 4 times. I haven't done that since when I was young and used to get, you know, I was able to get a new cassette, and that's all I'd play for a while. I have listened to other music though. I listened to one of Cypress Hill's, one that they released, where everything was in Spanish. It was on the new list, so I was kind of in a funk yesterday, so I put it on. It helped. I didn't understand anything that was said, and there were very few lyrics that I could recognize, but it was still enjoyable to listen to. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to mix up 100 milliliters of clear. Not even, yeah, maybe it doesn't need 100 milliliters. Maybe I'll just do 80. Let's see, so I've got this, that's halfway somehow. So, of course, I can't read what's on this, which means I should probably just use a clean one. I'll use a clean one so I can see. So if I've got, you know, halfway, so what's halfway? So maybe I just do 80 milliliters. Get the baby wipe out of there. Or maybe I just do 40. I don't know. I should have marked the markings on this. Okay, so there's 40. See that? Yes, I should have done it with. I should have marked it with marker instead of just looking at it. Okay, there, I've got 20 in. Oops. Come on. Ding dong. Maybe I'll just do 10 more. I'll do 60 total. Let's see. Okay, not quite. Where'd the markings go? Okay, I've got just under 40. Just a wee bit more. Okay, that will do it. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here until I finish getting the resin together and mixed up. Okay, I mixed up what turned out to be 60 milliliters of more milliliters of resin. I'm going to use a micro brush to go and push maybe steal a little bit out of that one and put in this one. I may just add a little bit of clear on that. I have made one hell of a mess, and I acknowledge that. Oh, as I just flame resin all over me. Yeah, it's been one of those days. I'm going to add one drop of the cerulean into this. And I think because that's the one I had the least of in the base. And yes, I put glitter in those, so. Okay. Move that. I'm gonna have one hell of a mess to clear up in here later. Okay, so that was about perfect. Add a little bit to this one, just because I've got it. Oops. A little overboard there. I need to push the flowers down again. I definitely know how what I need to do the next time I make that. Next time I make one of these. Okay. All right, let's do a turtle. I've just got a little bit left. Let me get all of it out of these others. Make sure I've got all of it out. I don't think you can see me doing the turtle. It's kind of out of the way here. Now there's so much frozen on the mat, it's sticking to everything's sticking. I'm usually not this messy. I'll stick the turtle right here. Maybe we can see it. Okay. And that is really thick. I've been thinking about the molds I've been making. I think I'm going to actually make one out of clay. Well, I mean, it won't be a mold, but I want to make the design out of clay and then mold it. And that way I think I can get what I need. Okay, so one of these has stuff in it. I don't know which one. Oh, this one. Okay, there's that. I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, end the recording. I'll see you next time. Okay, I'm getting ready to demold the two propagation vases and this little game thing. Start with the base to the game thing. Ow. It's the corners are sharp. Okay. So that's supposed to sit like that, I believe. And I will try to unmold these. Hopefully they don't need a lot of trimming, but I suspect they will. I'd say it's been about a day and a half or so since I poured these. Let's see if I can get these out. Okay, one fails, go on to another. Okay, there's one. Okay, let's see if this one will now be jealous of the other one that got out. Yep. So we thought. He just has to see one do the right thing. I think trimming these would be a good use for the little itty bitty mini saws and power saws and what drills and stuff they have. I say I don't want to tear the mold, but it's getting a little difficult here to get this out. There we go. Okay, 4 more. Chewy's outside the door. I ended up giving him the straw for my drink because I knew he was going to try to take it anyway. think this one could have used some lubricant. Motor release, that's what it's called. If I do it when I do it again, I'll make sure to use some. Bing. Oops. Okay. So here are all the little Tetris pieces as I drop them on the floor. We'll find that later. Okay, I'm going to unmold the bluish green one first. Put these back here. And I really don't know how this is going to turn out. Oops, I just moved my entire board. Okay, now I gotta take this thing out. Yeah, my fingers should be just a little bit smaller. It never really occurred to me that this might be difficult to take out. Okay, so here is the propagation station, or propagation thing. Grab a mold. The mold comes with 3 tubes. So basically, you put your tube in there and put water in it, and whatever you're trying to grow. Now I have the one with the flowers. I said, like, the sides did warp a little bit. Okay, here it is with the thing still in it. And of course I've got a bubble on the back. Or on the front. I don't know which is which. I guess it's on the back. Okay, for the time being, I'm just gonna steal the thing out of this one. Okay, this one is tight. There we go. Here's the front. So you can barely see the little leaves that are right there. And so my flowers did sink to the back. So here's the back or the front. I don't know which is which anymore. I'm guessing the sharp edges are going to be the back, but there's that. So when I say it came with three little test tubes, it has one each of clear, blue, and pink. So here they are.